This is the Novag Citrine. It caught my eye because of the 81 LEDs, which really show each move very clearly. It also has this remote LCD display. And another feature which I intend to explore, not on this video, but in the future, is connecting with a chess computer. There's very few connecting with a PC, that is. There's very few chess computers that will do that, and this one apparently does. So I'll explore that sometime. For now, the features of this: here's the connecting cable for the PC. Here's the remote LCD display, which shows everything. There's just one function button on this computer, right here. Everything else is controlled on the board, and we'll demonstrate that. This is the function piece. So the first thing is setting up the board in the beginning position. You can see it's auto-sensory. There's no pressing of the square necessary to register the piece move. Getting the pieces set up in the beginning positions signals a new game. Now if the sound is on, you'll get a triple beep and it signals the new game, and you're all ready to go. So we'd make that move. Actually, let's start here with an explanation of the beginning features here. The squares A8 through H8 give you the main features: setting levels, random play, easy, sound on and off, referee mode, autoplay, game review, flipping board. And then A8 right here gives you all the levels that are possible, which are then explained in this manual. So you can then choose any square and its corresponding level settings. What I like about this is you have tournament levels, which are 40 moves in 5 minutes, 40 moves in 15 minutes, 40 moves in 90 minutes, all these different levels. And it doesn't look like there's multiple time controls, but at least you have your standard options there, and you can change it during the game as well if you wish. But you have games in per seconds or per minute, or moves in per seconds or games in minutes. And so tournament levels, average time levels, sudden death levels, fixed depth, analysis, novice levels, beginner levels, and mate in 1 to mate in 8 levels. You can set up your own position. You can random, explore that later. You can set it to play easy with this square right here. So the way it works, for example, to change settings on the computer, simply press the function key and then choose the setting you want. That's what this little device piece is for. You would set it on the square which you wanted to configure. So let's say we wanted to set the sound. That's this square. So we can configure the sound. Now we've turned the sound on. And we've set the sound, so now when we play, we save the settings with that button, and we're ready to go. And I've made a move. The computer responds with its move. You can see the LEDs are very bright. I'll let you take a closer look at that for a sec. You get sound audio feedback, but you also have 4 LEDs. There's no question about what move the computer wants to make. When I first set up this computer and wanted to see its features and see how it worked, I was really quite thrilled with how this computer works, and I'm going to keep one of these at home. So that's that. That's how to set the sound. Again, C8 is to set it in an easy mode. And there's just all these different options and features for you. But I wanted to demonstrate that all the settings are done by first pressing this on the side, and then using this function key on one of those squares, or just using the corresponding piece on the square. So if I wanted to set the levels, let's zoom out here again so you can see. if we wanted to set the levels, we'd press the function key and then lift this. And now we can set any level. It currently shows us that we're on level B1, which in the manual, and if you use this manual a little bit at the beginning, you'll get familiar with them very fast. B1 is AT1, which is, AT is average time level 1, which is 2 seconds per move. So we each have 2 seconds per move, but it's average time, so if I spend more, the computer can spend more. Let's say I want to set it to sudden death game in 5 minutes, which is the default level you get when you turn on the computer. SD1, sudden death 3 is going to be square C3, so we'll lift this square, and now I set it to that level. So I save that setting and we're ready to go. And I don't remember where this piece was, so we'll back up there. Actually, I think this piece was there. Anyway, to take back, you simply just move the pieces back. And my last move, again, I forgot what my last move was, but the way you would do that, let's say we're starting over. We'll set all the pieces in the beginning, squares, and that sound is annoying, so we'll turn it off with square D8. Okay, we'll save that. And now set up the beginning squares. Now it signals a new game. And say, for example, you want to start playing again. We have a 5-minute game going. Now I decide I want to take back. Well, you just take back. And it says do this, do that, and do that. You see, it's very quick, simple to see what to do because of the 4 LEDs around each square. And the LCD confirmation here. Again, this plugs in right here to connect with the serial cable to a computer, and we can explore that separately. But that's the general features of this unit. They're all explained in the manual, and I love this computer. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to have one of these at home.